Hello, and welcome back to the BS Coinswood channel, where we explore fascinating coins and collectibles that could change your life and your wallet forever. Today, we're diving into the 1988 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. You may have a fortune hiding in your pocket change, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why this unassuming coin is making waves in the collector's market with a jaw-dropping value of up to $1 million. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1988 P quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and at first glance, it may seem like just another quarter. But there's much more to this story. What makes this coin so special? Rarity, errors, and demand. The 1988 P Washington quarter was produced in significant numbers. Over 596 million were struck. However, not all of them are created equal. A select few possess errors or unique features that catapult them into a league of their own. These rare coins are what collectors dream of finding. One of the most coveted features that sets a 1988 P quarter apart is a minting error. Mint errors occur during the production process and can take many forms: misstrikes, doubling, off-center designs, and more. The most famous error associated with the 1988 P quarter is the doubled die obverse, where certain elements of the coin's design, like the date or lettering, appear doubled. Another factor to consider is the condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS. A grade of 70 represents a perfect coin with no visible flaws even under magnification. While lower-grade coins can still hold value, it's the high-grade specimens, those in near-perfect condition, that command the biggest payouts. Now, you might be wondering, how does a coin like this reach a value of $1 million? It's all about supply and demand. Coins with rare errors and in pristine condition are extremely scarce. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of history, especially if it's one dash of dash a dash kind. So, how can you tell if you have a 1988 P Washington quarter worth a fortune? First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and carefully examine your coin. Look for doubling on the obverse, particularly in the word liberty, the date, or the motto "In God We Trust." Pay close attention to any unusual features, such as off-center strikes or missing elements. Next, consider the condition of your coin. Is it clean, shiny, and free of scratches? If it looks like it just came from the mint, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Keep in mind that even small imperfections can significantly impact the value. Once you've determined that your coin might be special, the next step is to consult an expert. Reputable coin dealers, grading services like PCGS or NGC, or even auction houses can help verify its authenticity and provide an accurate appraisal. You might also ask, why is this coin suddenly worth so much in today's market? The answer lies in recent sales and collector trends. Coins with significant historical or numismatic value have seen a surge in demand over the past decade. Collectors are willing to spend record-breaking amounts to secure unique pieces for their collections. For example, one recent sale of a high-grade 1988 P quarter with a doubled die obverse fetched over $1 million at auction. This sale made headlines and has reignited interest in the coin, driving its value even higher. But what if your coin isn't in perfect condition or doesn't have any errors? Don't be discouraged. Even standard 1988 P quarters can hold value above their face amount if they are uncirculated or have other desirable traits. A well-preserved coin might still fetch anywhere from a few dollars to several hundred, depending on the market. Before we wrap up, let's talk about preserving your coins. If you think you've found a valuable quarter, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can damage the surface and significantly reduce its value. Instead, Store it in a protective case or holder to prevent further wear and tear. So, there you have it, the story behind the 1988 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a humble coin with the potential to change your financial future. If you've enjoyed learning about this incredible piece of numismatic history, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our updates on valuable coins and collectibles. And before you go, don't forget to check your change. You never know. A $1 million treasure might be sitting right in your pocket. We're diving into an incredible story about one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the modern era, the 2000p South Carolina quarter dollar. That's right, a coin from the state quarter series, a series most of us are familiar with, has skyrocketed in value, with one example recently valued at an astonishing $1.1 million. So what makes this particular coin so valuable? Let's break it down. First, let's set the scene. The year 2000 was a time when the U.S. Mint was in the midst of its 50-state quarters program, an initiative that began in 1999 and ran until 2008. Each state had its unique design minted on the reverse side of the quarter, celebrating local heritage, landmarks, and history. South Carolina's design features the palmetto tree, the state bird, the Carolina wren, and the state flower, yellow jessamine, all surrounding an outline of the state itself. It's a striking design, but the value of this particular coin has nothing to do with the design and everything to do with a rare minting error. So, what's the story behind this specific 2000p South Carolina quarter? Well, it all boils down to a highly unusual minting error. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, were produced in the millions. However, during production, a very small number of quarters were struck on experimental planchets, the blank metal discs used to create coins. These planchets were made of a unique alloy not intended for general circulation. It's believed that these planchets were part of a test run for a potential new coin series, but a handful accidentally ended up in circulation. This is where things get interesting. What makes these coins so rare is not just the alloy itself, but the fact that they're nearly indistinguishable from a regular quarter at first glance. They have the same design, weight, and diameter as a standard quarter, but under close examination, the difference becomes apparent. The experimental alloy gives the coin a slightly different luster and a unique composition that can only be identified with specialized testing. For collectors, this level of rarity and mystery is pure gold, no pun intended. Now, you might be wondering, how did a coin like this end up being valued at over $1 million? Well, let's talk about the collector's market. Rare coins, especially those with documented errors, are like the holy grail for numismatists. That's the fancy term for coin collectors. The value of a coin is determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, historical significance, and condition. The 2000p South Carolina quarter with the experimental planchet checks all these boxes. Out of the millions of quarters minted that year, only a handful of these experimental coins are known to exist. That kind of rarity creates a frenzy among collectors. And when there's a bidding war at auction, the sky's the limit. The $1.1 million valuation comes from one of these coins selling at auction after being authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Authentication is crucial here because, as you can imagine, there are plenty of counterfeit coins and scammers trying to replicate these rare finds. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these $1 million quarters in your pocket? First, look for the 2000p mint mark just under the date on the coin's obverse side. Next, check the coin's condition. While wear and tear don't completely destroy a coin's value, the better the condition, the more valuable it is. Finally, if you suspect you have something unusual, it's worth getting the coin professionally appraised. Certified grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official value. For those who are curious about the coin's unique alloy, experts use advanced testing methods like X-ray fluorescence analysis to determine the metal composition. This process is non-invasive and can confirm whether your quarter was struck on one of these experimental planchets. It's fascinating to think that a seemingly ordinary coin could hold such a remarkable secret. Before we wrap up, let's address a common question. Are there other coins out there with similar minting errors? Absolutely. The U.S. Mint has produced millions of coins over the years, and mistakes are bound to happen. From double die errors to off-center strikes and planchet mix-ups, there's a wide range of collectible errors to look out for. The 2000p South Carolina quarter is just one example of how a mistake can turn an ordinary coin into a million-dollar treasure. So, the next time you're digging through your change jar or receiving coins as change, take a closer look. You never know. You might just find a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. And who wouldn't want to turn 25 cents into $1 million? That's all for today's episode. If you found this story fascinating, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin or have a question about coin collecting. We're exploring a fascinating and rare coin, the 2014 P Mint Mark Everglades quarter dollar. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a slice of history and a true collector's dream. By the end of this video, you'll understand why its current market value has skyrocketed to an astonishing $1.20 million. Let's start with some background. The Everglades quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, a program launched by the United States Mint in 2010. This series celebrates America's national parks and sites of natural beauty. The Everglades quarter, specifically, honors the Everglades National Park in Florida, a stunning ecosystem home to unique wildlife and lush landscapes. The 2014 Everglades quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the Philadelphia coins bearing the P Mint mark. While millions of these coins were produced, only a select few have become truly valuable. And it all comes down to one thing: rarity. What makes a coin like this worth over $1 million? It's not just about the mint mark or even the design itself. It's about errors, condition, and demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the hunt for the rarest finds, and this particular quarter has a perfect storm of factors driving its value. First, let's talk about mint errors. Some 2014 Everglades quarters from the Philadelphia Mint were struck with unique and rare errors, such as double die obverse, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These minting mistakes are like fingerprints. No two are alike. The more dramatic and noticeable the error, the higher the coin's value. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these quirks because they are one of a kind. Now, another critical factor is the condition of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, mint-state condition. A 2014 P Everglades quarter graded as MS69 or MS70, especially with a rare mint error, can command astronomical prices at auction. High-grade examples are scarce because most coins in circulation suffer wear and tear over time. Next, let's consider the design itself. The reverse side of the Everglades quarter is a masterpiece. It features a beautifully detailed depiction of an egret and a roseate spoonbill, two iconic birds native to the Everglades. The artistry of this design has captured the hearts of many collectors, adding to the coin's appeal. But here's where it gets interesting. The market value of these quarters has surged not just because of their rarity or errors, but because of a growing trend in numismatics. More people are discovering the hobby of coin collecting, and demand for unique pieces has gone through the roof. What might have been a $50,000 coin just a few years ago is now worth over $1 million because of fierce competition among collectors. So how did this particular coin reach a market value of $1.2 million? Let me tell you about one famous auction. In 2024, a pristine 2014 P Everglades quarter with a striking mint error and an MS-70 grade was put up for sale. The bidding war was intense, with collectors and investors from around the globe vying for this rare treasure. In the end, the coin sold for a record-breaking $1.2 million, cementing its place as one of the most valuable quarters ever sold. Now, you might be wondering, how can you find one of these coins? Well, the first step is to start looking through your change. While the chances of finding a high-grade example in circulation are slim, you never know what you might come across. Pay close attention to coins with the 2014 P mint mark and examine them for any unusual features or errors. If you think you found something special, consider having the coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't come across $1 million coin, collecting quarters like the Everglades series is a rewarding hobby. It's a way to connect with history, appreciate artistry, and potentially make a profit. Who knows? The next time you empty your pocket change, you might just find a hidden gem. As we wrap up, let's recap why the 2014 P Everglades quarter is so special. Its combination of rarity, mint errors, high-grade condition, and growing demand has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. And with a current market value of $1.2 million, it's proof that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin or if you've got a story about a special find. We're diving into an exciting topic that's captured the attention of collectors and investors alike: the 2006 P Mint South Dakota $quarter coin. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this coin? Well, stick around because this humble quarter is making waves in the numismatic world with its current market value reaching a staggering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter worth over $1 million. Let's get into the details. First, let's talk about the history of this coin. The South Dakota State Quarter was part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was created to honor each of the 50 states with a unique design, and it became one of the most successful coin programs in U.S. history. The South Dakota Quarter was released on November 6, 2006, as the 40th coin in the series. The obverse, or the front of the coin, features the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan. The reverse, however, is where things get interesting. It showcases Mount Rushmore with an arrangement of wheat ears framing the design, symbolizing the state's agricultural heritage. At the center, you'll notice a ringneck pheasant, South Dakota's state bird in flight. This intricate design makes the coin visually stunning and rich with symbolism. But what about the P Mint mark? That's the mark of the Philadelphia Mint, where this particular version of the coin was produced. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint are marked with a small P on the obverse side, just below the phrase, "In God We Trust." The 2006 P Mint South Dakota quarter had an original mintage of over 245 million coins, which might make you think it's a common coin. However, not all quarters are created equal. The reason this coin has reached a jaw-dropping value of $1.3 million lies in its rarity and condition. You see, most of these quarters were circulated, used in everyday transactions, tossed in pockets, and rattled around in cash registers. Over time, wear and tear diminished their condition. But a small number of these coins managed to escape circulation entirely. These uncirculated coins, especially those graded as MS-68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are the ones fetching astronomical prices. MS, or mint state, grades range from 60 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, perfect coin. An MS-68 grade indicates that the coin has only the tiniest imperfections visible under magnification, making it incredibly rare. Now, let's break down why collectors are willing to pay so much for this particular coin. First, there's the design itself. The South Dakota quarter features a unique combination of historical and natural elements that resonate with collectors. The depiction of Mount Rushmore, combined with the pheasant and wheat, creates a sense of pride and nostalgia for both history buffs and nature enthusiasts. Second, the value is driven by the law of supply and demand. As more collectors enter the market and seek out high-grade examples of this coin, the supply of MS-68 or higher coins remains fixed, creating intense competition. It's this scarcity that pushes the price up. Third, auction results have played a significant role. When one of these coins sold for over $1 million, it set a new benchmark for the market. That kind of headline-grabbing sale attracts even more interest, drawing in both serious collectors and speculative investors. So, how can you determine if you've got one of these rare gems in your collection? The first step is to check the mint mark. Look for the P, indicating it's from the Philadelphia Mint. Next, examine the coin's condition. Does it look pristine? Are there minimal scratches, dings, or discoloration? If you think your coin might be in exceptional shape, it's worth having it professionally graded. Keep in mind, even coins in lower grades can still fetch higher than face value. But the $1 million mark is reserved for those rare few in near-perfect condition. Now, let's address the big question on everyone's mind. How can you find one of these coins? While the odds of stumbling upon an MS-68 South Dakota quarter in circulation today are slim, it's not impossible. Searching through old coin jars, rolls, or collections inherited from family members might just yield a hidden treasure. And even if you don't find a $1 million coin, you might discover other valuable pieces along the way. For those looking to invest, buying from reputable dealers or auction houses is your best bet. Be sure to verify the coin's grade and provenance before making a purchase. Counterfeits are always a risk in the world of high-value coins, so do your due diligence. In conclusion, the 2006 P Mint South Dakota $quarter is a perfect example of how even a common coin can become a prized collectible under the right circumstances. Whether it's the historical design, the rarity of high-grade specimens, or the thrill of the hunt, this coin has captured the hearts of many. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you've got a story about finding a rare coin or questions about coins in your collection, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in coin collecting, the 2004 P Mint Mark Texas $quarter. You might be surprised to learn that one of these coins recently hit the market with a staggering value of $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, over $1 million for a single quarter. So what makes this coin so special? Stick around, and I'll walk you through everything you need to know. Let's start with a bit of history. The 2004 Texas quarter was part of the 50-state quarters program, a series introduced by the United States Mint to honor each state with a unique design. The Texas quarter was the 28th release in the series, representing the Lone Star State. On the reverse, you'll see the iconic design featuring the state outline, a lone star, and a lariat, symbolizing Texas cowboy heritage. On the obverse is the classic portrait of George Washington. Now, the P Mint mark indicates that this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Millions of these coins were struck for general circulation, making them very common in your everyday pocket change. But here's the kicker. What makes one of these coins worth $1.40 million? First and foremost, rarity plays a key role. While millions were minted, not all coins are created equal. Errors or unique characteristics can make some coins incredibly valuable. For the Texas quarter in question, the value lies in a rare minting error. This particular coin has what collectors call a double die error. Essentially, during the minting process, the design was struck twice on the coin, creating a slight but noticeable doubling effect. This error is most evident on the reverse side, where you can see doubling in the lettering and parts of the lariat. These types of errors are extremely rare, and when they occur, they often go unnoticed until years later. The combination of a popular state design and a dramatic error made this coin a collector's dream. But there's more to it than just the error. The condition of the coin is equally important. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, mint-state coin. The $1.4 million Texas quarter is graded MS-70, meaning it is in absolutely flawless condition. No scratches, no wear, just pristine quality. This brings us to the current market. Why would someone pay $1.4 million for a coin that originally had a face value of just 25 cents? It all comes down to supply and demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for unique, high-quality pieces to add to their collections. When a coin as rare and pristine as this one hits the market, it creates a bidding frenzy. Let's not forget the historical and cultural significance of the Texas quarter. Texas has a strong identity and pride, and for many collectors, owning a piece of history tied to the Lone Star State is priceless. If you're wondering how you can find one of these valuable coins, start by checking your own collection. Look for 2004 Texas quarters with the P mint mark. Then examine the coin carefully under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Pay special attention to the reverse design. Look for doubling in the letters or the lariat. Keep in mind that errors can be subtle, so it's worth having a professional coin dealer or grading service take a look if you think you found something special. But let me give you a word of caution. Not every error coin is worth millions. The value depends on the type of error, the coin's condition, and how many similar coins exist. If you're serious about collecting, educate yourself on the market and learn to spot key details. Finally, if you're lucky enough to own a high-value coin like this, consider having it graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC). A formal grade not only verifies the coin's authenticity, but also significantly boosts its market value. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 2004 P mint mark Texas quarter dollar, a coin that turned 25 cents into $1.4 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this story is a reminder of the hidden treasures that might be lurking in your pocket change. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with other coin enthusiasts. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare or unusual coin. I'd love to hear your stories. We're diving into a topic that's been buzzing in the numismatic world. Yes, we're talking about the 1776 to 1976 D mint mark Washington quarter dollar, a coin that's not just a symbol of American history, but also a potential treasure trove for collectors. Could your pocket change hold a coin worth $1.5 million? Let's find out. First, let's set the stage. The 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter was minted to commemorate the bicentennial of the United States. It was a time of celebration, reflecting on 200 years of American independence. To honor this historic milestone, the U.S. Mint introduced special designs for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. Instead of the usual eagle on the reverse of the quarter, these coins featured a colonial drummer and a torch encircled by 13 stars. These coins were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Today, we're focusing on the Denver minted quarters, easily identified by the small D mint mark on the obverse, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Now, The 1776 to 1976 quarter was minted in massive quantities, making it one of the most common commemorative coins out there. But as always, the devil is in the details, and this is where it gets interesting. While most of these coins hold only sentimental and historical value, a few rare variants and high-grade examples have skyrocketed in value. Let's talk about what makes some of these quarters worth far more than face value. First, condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, uncirculated coin. A 1776 to 1976 D quarter in circulated condition might be worth only 25 to 50 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated coin or one in pristine condition graded MS65 or higher, the value jumps significantly. But what really gets collectors excited are the errors and rare features. For example, there are reports of double dies, where the design appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another rare variant involves off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned with the coin's edge. Both of these errors are highly sought after and can command thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let's address the $1.5 million coin. Recently, rumors have circulated about an extremely rare and unique 1776 to 1976 D quarter selling for an astronomical sum. While these claims might sound exaggerated, they're rooted in the broader market trends. Coins with extraordinary provenance, rare features, or impeccable condition can indeed fetch eye-popping prices. One possible explanation for such high valuations is the discovery of an experimental or prototype coin. For example, a coin struck on a silver planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel clad composition would be considered a mint rarity. Likewise, a coin struck using proof dies but released into circulation would instantly become a numismatic superstar. Another factor driving these high valuations is the surge in collector interest. As more people recognize the historical significance of these coins, demand for top-quality specimens increases, pushing prices higher. So, how do you determine if your quarter is worth a fortune? Start by carefully examining the coin. Look for the D-mint mark and inspect the condition. If the coin appears to have minimal wear, it might be worth getting it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Pay close attention to the edges and the details of the colonial drummer design. Any unusual features, like doubling or an off-center strike, could add significant value. If you're unsure, consult a trusted coin dealer or numismatist who can help evaluate your coin's potential. Let's also address the elephant in the room. The likelihood of finding one of these million-dollar coins in circulation is extremely low. Most high-value examples are preserved by collectors or found in mint-sealed sets. However, that doesn't mean it's impossible. People have discovered valuable coins in the most unexpected places, including old piggy banks, yard sales, and estate collections. And even if your coin doesn't turn out to be a jackpot, it's still a fascinating piece of American history. Holding a 1776 to 1976 quarter is like holding a slice of the past, a tangible reminder of the nation's bicentennial celebrations. Before we wrap up, let's talk about what this all means for collectors and enthusiasts. The 1776 to 1976 D quarter teaches us an important lesson. Not all treasure is buried. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight. And while the odds of finding a $1 million coin are slim, the joy of collecting and the stories behind these coins are priceless in their own right. So, check your pocket change, dig through your old coin jars, and see what you might find. Who knows? You might just discover a piece of history, and maybe even a fortune. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare or valuable coin. I'd love to hear your stories.